Alright, so we're here in the Audi R8 V10 Spider. I don't think this is a V10 Plus, but I also don't know if this shot's completely up at the headliner, so I'm gonna just try to slump down a little bit and get that good authentic POV. I got my neck tilted a little bit right now, get that shot. This is a surprisingly drivable car on a regular basis. I spent some time with the car. I got it last night, drove it around a little bit. I wanted to authentically drive behind some people and kind of get a feel for how it is normally on the road. It's a little bumpy. Obviously that's expected. I don't know if this is considered a supercar. I mean, it definitely feels like a supercar, but this seems to be one of the more drivable supercars that I've been in. It might just be an effect, but to me this feels a little more comfortable, a little less harsh than the Lamborghini Huracan, whatever you say. I thought that it was going to be like really rough and too I don't know, too small, I guess, to drive on a daily basis, but it's actually pretty smooth for the most part. It's got the wheels. I don't know much about this car, but that's kind of what I enjoy about this, is that I'm coming from a C63 and checking this out, and besides the room that you lose because it's a convertible, I think that if the seat could move back like another, like, I don't know, 2 to 3 inches, I'd be very comfortable. My back's a little arched right now, like for my exact comfort, but that's okay. It's currently 46 degrees outside, so it's not really drop top weather. Be careful coming through here on 80 East. These bumps on this road, but this car's been floating over these bumps pretty well for the most part. And it's also much like a go-kart. It feels so easy to maneuver bumps and get things out of the way, and it's really a good time driving this car. It's definitely an experience. It's bright red, so there's people always looking wherever you go. It's definitely a looker, probably based on the fact that it's, you know, an Audi R8 V10 around here, and you don't see that a lot in Jersey on the street, really, unless it's the middle of the summer. So seeing this in the middle of the winter time is kind of interesting. And it also, just on a color standpoint, it's just like this beautiful bright red color that really stands out from the rest of the cars. Wow, that was nerve-wracking. There's children on top of that bridge. Looks like they were throwing things. Oh god. Yes, welcome to New Jersey, friends, welcome. So right now I'm currently in drive. I got the heat on 1. We're gonna turn that off. We pop it over into sport. It's still smooth, but she'll downshift a little faster, and she'll start gurgling a whole lot more, which is I love the sound of that. Like I said in all my videos, I love the sound of burbling and backfiring, and I'm just a 5-year-old at heart. I really am amused and love it every single time. One of my first cars after I learned how to, like, you know, drive was an SRT4 that came with a burble tune from the factory. So SRT and Dodge and the little Neon was the pioneers of the burbling tune. I don't know if that's actually true, but it feels like it would be. This car's surprisingly good on gas. I filled up last night and I've driven probably 50 miles and it hasn't even moved a bar. So that's good for when I'm driving appropriately. Of course, now I'm in sport because I'm filming. It's hard to really drive with a bit of spirit, as they say, because there's quite a bit of police activity out there today. Oh man, that's intoxicating. That is a special sound. You got that engine right behind you, humming away. It's such a nice symphony to listen to when you're driving. Aside from the rugged, disgusting roads of northeast New Jersey, I guess we could say. About 10 minutes outside of New York City. This car is a whole bunch of fun to drive, though. I can tell you that much. This is quite a unique experience to be driving something like this around here. in comparison to my Hellcat, in comparison to my C63, I'm going off of what I have right now in my arsenal of experience, and I hope to just grow it more and more. That this car, I was a little more, I was nervous going into it just based on the ability to drive it around this area without being absolutely miserable, but it's been a lot smoother than I was expecting, so that's cool. The TPMS light is on just because the back right sensor has failed, but I checked all the tire pressure beforehand and it's fine.